What's up guys, it's Ben. I'm back with another video, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how negative thoughts are stopping you from achieving success and what you can do in your own life to actually stop yourself from thinking negatively and begin thinking positively. The first thing I want to say is that we each have many thoughts every day, and the thoughts that you actually notice are the ones that appear into your mind consciously, right? And that's only a really small fraction of all the thoughts that come into your brain. So the first thing you want to do is you want to ask yourself, why are these thoughts coming to my brain as opposed to other ones? When we're thinking negatively, right? Maybe you're thinking, oh my God, I suck. I can't achieve what I want to put my mind to. I can't get this girl. My friends don't like me. I don't have any friends, right? All these things start permeating into your mind, and they're not good thinking patterns, and they ultimately stop you from being successful in whichever realm it is. It could be making more friends, right? It could be having more success in work or at school. So whatever area of life it is, maybe it's getting closer with family, it doesn't matter. Negative thoughts are going to stop you from achieving success and are going to stop you from achieving your goals. So what you want to do is turn those negative thoughts into positive ones. And the first thing you got to do is ask yourself, why are these negative thoughts in my head? And the answer for a lot of people is it's about the way that you live your life, right? So first of all, in today's world, we have a lot of distractions. And the way we live, we don't have a lot of time to think for ourselves and actually take the time to really consciously process the thoughts that we're having. So as a result, all these thoughts kind of linger in your head all day. And a lot of times they're negative because, I'm sorry to say it, but a lot of us don't live productive lives. A lot of us aren't busy from morning until night doing things that are bettering ourselves, doing things that we enjoy, doing things that are high level activities, right? Maybe you're doing things that are a little bit more lower level things, maybe things that you know you shouldn't be doing, but you're doing them anyways because you just feel like it. So these activities aren't necessarily so good for you. And when you start acting more in ways that you know aren't good for you and that counter how you feel on the inside and who you are, your values at the core, when you start doing things that go against that, then you're going to have more negative thoughts that come into your head. You're going to have more thoughts that don't necessarily align with you, but guess what? Because you're choosing to live your life in a way that is not truly you at the core, you're going to start having thoughts that aren't you at the core. And those thoughts, most of the time, will be negative. So the first thing to do is look at these thoughts, identify them one by one, right? When a thought comes into your head and you realize what it is, you consciously realize, okay, like now I'm feeling sorry for myself. Oh, damn, maybe you feel like, oh, I suck, whatever. So you're feeling sorry for yourself. So in that moment, point that out to yourself consciously and say, right now, I'm feeling sorry for myself. What can I do to change that thought process? What can I do? What activity can I incorporate into my life in this very moment that will alleviate that thought from my mind space and instead make myself feel more positively, and that will engender a positive thought into your head. So for example, I know for me, maybe if I'm feeling low, if I'm feeling down, first thing I'm going to do is go to the gym, go get that physical activity in that's going to change. It's going to change my chemicals on the inside, and it's going to change the way I'm feeling. I'm going to start feeling more positively, and that's going to engender positive thinking. So that's always the goal. You want to change up how you're feeling by changing the activities that you're doing. So you want to incorporate an activity that's going to make you feel more positively. And by getting to know yourself and trying different kinds of activities, you're going to know which activities work for you, which activities make you feel better, and which activities don't make you feel good, which activities bring you down. And these moments, you really want to be focusing on the activities that bring you up and start incorporating them more into your daily life so that your negative thoughts, you'll have less of them. The second thing I want to say is that negative thoughts, they lower your mood and they lower your vibe. They're really not fun to have. And unfortunately for a lot of people, because they don't know that you can just incorporate activities into your life that will actually change the way you feel, and that's going to change the way you think, they just end up sulking into these bad emotions, these bad thoughts, and they just kind of let it direct your life, right? A lot of people, when they get emotional, maybe you start doing things that you regret. That could be any number of things, but whatever you're doing, you start doing things that you regret. And when you're in a more positive headspace later on, you always realize, oh my God, I should never have done that. So in those moments where you're kind of sulking in a bad thought, you're letting it control you, you're letting it take you over, those things never work out for the better. You never feel good after doing that. You always regret it, and you always feel like you never should have done it. So in those moments, again, it's super important to incorporate a positive activity. And that positive activity will lead to more positive thinking. So here's a question we've all been waiting for, right? How do you make the switch? How do you begin thinking positively after thinking negatively for such a long time? So the first thing you want to do is you want to cleanse yourself of all your negative thoughts, right? If you're thinking that you suck, if you think that you're stupid, if you think that, people don't like you, maybe you don't think that you're attractive, all these things that are just thoughts in your head that are, frankly, they're useless and they're just taking up space in your head and they don't belong there. First thing you want to do is cleanse yourself of those thoughts. So remove those thoughts from your head. And as I said before, the first way to do that is to consciously point them out. If you feel like you're not good enough, you realize, okay, in this moment, I'm feeling like I'm not good enough. Okay, we got to remove this thought. Replace it with something good. Tell yourself, give yourself these affirmations. Affirmations is a very good way to kind of remove these negative thoughts and bring in more positive ones. So self-affirmations, you could tell yourself, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Or you could be like, I'm confident, I'm confident, I'm confident. I have friends, I have friends, I have friends. Whatever it is, you keep repeating it to yourself. And that's actually going to make you come across as someone who has those things, even if you might not necessarily have those things. But if you repeat this to yourself, you're going to start behaving as someone who has those things. And remember, life is always about energy. So when you behave like you have these things, even if you don't actually, their energy, right, that thing, it's going to come into your life and you're actually going to be attracting more people into your life. You're going to have more friends. Or if you feel like you're not doing well in school, you tell yourself, I'm good at school, I'm good at school, I'm smart, I'm smart, I'm smart. You're going to actually start being way smarter than you ever thought you could be. And that's actually what happens, right? You start embodying someone that you never knew you could be just because you're allowing for that frequency, for that high level energy to come into your life. And affirmations are a great tool that you can employ to actually start thinking more positively and switch your thinking from negative to positive. Aside from the affirmations, maybe exposing yourself to positive things online, maybe positive messages, maybe you sign up for a newsletter that sends you positive things on a weekly basis. There's a lot of different ways. Maybe you can read self-help books, or maybe you could look at a positive quote every morning, right? There's a bunch of different approaches that you can take, but the key is to really cleanse yourself of those negative thoughts. And once you do, it becomes easier to bring in positive thoughts into your life. These things are really going to help you begin thinking positively and totally alleviate yourself of those negative thoughts and begin giving your brain a good direction of which form of thinking that you want to be engaging in. Remember, you always want to be engaging in positive thoughts and never negative thoughts. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, share it to your friends so that they can support the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.